Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming. It's Mount of the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with another Let's Play episode of Promises to Keep. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go! I shut the doors, closing myself off from the rest of the house, and breathed a small sigh of relief. Everyone has been friendly and welcoming, but being so social has been exhausting. I've had very little time to myself. I yawned once more and fished some pajamas out of my bag. At least I can sleep in tomorrow. The air mattress is, well, it's an air mattress, but it's not uncomfortable. Certainly better than my freezing bed back home. Regardless, my body doesn't seem to care. Sleep overwhelms me in an instant. I barely have time to realize I forgot to brush my teeth. Filthy, filthy boy. You're a filthy, filthy boy. How could you forget? Though these woods are new and strange, the snowy path I know, for I have walked it miles and miles with many more to go. With many more to go. Here the road forks. The left path is well trod, scarred by scores of travelers past. Their paw prints seem familiar. At its end lies a ramshackle house, spent, its windows shattered and gaping. Its walls give no comfort, its hearth no heat. The right path is pure, unspoiled and unstained. It leads further into darkness. To where? I cannot know. I shiver, though I feel no chill. What path shall I take? And what difference will it make? Callous and unheeding, my paws lead me to the right. They carry me, as always, ever onward through the night. I turn my head to glimpse once more the path I could not take, but my eyes are veiled by shadow and the swirl of downy flake. There was never a choice. There's no going back. I know this. I stop on the shore of a frozen lake. The path leads onward into its depths. I feel my knees bend and strike the hard earth, lightly cushioned by snow. In the icy crystal surface I see myself, but myself does not see me. I reach out as if to cup my own face, shattering the mirror with 1,000 ethereal ripples. And suddenly, I'm falling. The water accepts me unconditionally, cold as the memory of winter. As I float near the surface, a shadow passes over me. I see my own face on the other side of the barrier. I look away, afraid to meet my own eyes. I feel a paw reach out, and instinctually I shrink away. Sink away. Down. Down. Suddenly I find myself swaddled in warmth. I blink my eyes open, startled by my unfamiliar surroundings. Ever so slowly, reality starts to coalesce around me. Just another dream. That's all it was. It's been getting worse. I begin to recollect the previous day. Theo, Rofi, Artemis, Ollie, and Hunter. I roll onto my back and place my paws behind my head, stretching slightly. For a few long moments I sit in silence, listening to my heartbeat steadily in my chest. I'm alive and safe, I think. What time is it? I paw around the den floor, looking for my phone. 8. On a normal day off, I'd sleep in a bit longer, but the smell of breakfast wafting in from the kitchen makes my stomach growl. Probably Artemis, our resident chef. Then again, I don't think anyone else is going to be up this early. The image of a comfortable curled up Rofi crosses my mind. Maybe I'll see him if I get up later. I don't know what that sound is. It doesn't really matter right now. I could go for more sleep, actually. I toss my phone to the side and curl up into my blankets. This time, thankfully, my rest is dreamless. Before long, I'm woken up by a soft knock at the door, accompanied by Theo's gentle voice. Let's go maybe go see Rofi. This is hardly a normal day off. I'm awake, so I might as well go have some breakfast. Besides, I'm not eager to return to my dreams. I get a few good stretches in before reluctantly leaving my surprisingly comfortable air mattress. First things first, a shower. I unzip my luggage, grabbing a change of clothes and a few toiletries. I pause at the door and take a few slow breaths, bracing myself for the day ahead. Here we go. Social Leo, activate. Form of water. I don't know. I head into the living room first and see Theo settled comfortably in front of the fire, drinking coffee. Oh, Leo, good morning. How did you sleep? Morning, Leo. I slept pretty well. Morning, Theo. I slept pretty well, actually. Thank you again for setting up the mattress for me. I'm glad to hear it. You're up earlier than I expected. Right on cue, I stifle a yawn with my paw. You can go back to bed if you want. I think most of the house is still asleep. No, I'm fine. I just need to shake off the morning sleepiness. Speaking of, who is awake right now? Well, I know Artemis threw together a breakfast spread in the kitchen. I think Hunter's with him, but everyone else is still in dreamland. If you're in the mood, you should join them for a bite. I'm not normally a breakfast guy, but Artemis made fresh scones that I couldn't refuse. Silly bird. Sounds like he's still hung up on the fresh breadsticks debacle. That sounds nice, but I do want to freshen up first, if that's alright. Oh, of course, the bathroom is just around the corner. I put some fresh towels in there earlier this morning, so take your pick. He really was prepared for everything. Gotcha. Thanks again, Theo. We wave goodbye, and I make my way to the bathroom. On a whim, I put on one of Artemis's playlists while I shower. That's what I call sadness. Yee fucking ha. Just messed me up, bruh. With a little title like that, I couldn't resist. I hear one or two folk and country classics, but most of the tracks are brand new to me, and honestly pretty good. Don't judge a bird by his outfit, I guess. Let's see. That's what I call sadness. A few tracks here are solid. Sad, but solid. I recognize a few artists by their voice, but not the songs themselves. Looks like you picked only deep cuts for this one. Respect. After a refreshing shower, I return to the den, setting my dirty clothes aside and grabbing my phone. Making my way to the kitchen, I start to hear talking and laughing. Definitely Hunter's voice. Let's do the other one. Just messed me up, bruh. What follows is some of the hardest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. I lowered the volume at least 3 times, worried about waking up the rest of the house. I didn't say much about that. I don't know. Surprisingly, this playlist is all 80s synth. Pretty artful stuff, too. Not just the cliche classics everyone knows. This bird's got a good ear. After a refreshing shower, I return to the den, setting my dirty clothes aside and grabbing my phone. Making my way to the kitchen, I start to hear talking and laughing. Definitely Hunter's voice. Okay, but why take all the joy out of food? It's not that bad. I still eat what I want for like half the year. Seems like I walked in on some kind of discussion. Hey, good morning, you two. They both turn to face me. Morning, Leo. Hey, morning. Help yourself to some breakfast. We have fresh scones, pancakes, and a bunch of fruit. Awesome. I'll go ahead and make a plate, and sorry if I interrupted your conversation. No worries. I'm just trying to explain macros to old Artie here. He must have picked that nickname from Rofi, but Artemis doesn't seem annoyed by it. Macros? Macronutrients, you know, like the stuff you put in your body. He basically starves himself for half the year to look good. I do not! The point is, you keep track of what you eat so you stay well nourished while minimizing sugar and fat intake. It's not just for my own benefit, I gotta keep it up to stay on the gymnastics team. Sounds awful to me. One of the greatest joys of cooking is trial and error. Imagine weighing every spoon of sugar and salt you put in a dish. So, Hunter, do you cook? Well, when I'm not feeling the dining hall food. He looks at Artemis a bit sheepishly. You're not wrong though. I usually keep my meals simple, so they're easy to log. Let me guess. Chicken and rice 8 days a week. Ha. 8 days a week? 8 days a week? What? Huh? As I listen to their banter, I start to put together a plate of food for myself. A hearty stack of pancakes with fruit topped off with a homemade scone. I could get used to this. Well, it's easy preparing. Chicken breast is a really good protein to fat ratio. Yeah, and it's also the hardest part of the chicken to make tasty. No fat means little to no flavor. Well, Chef, do you have any suggestions to jazz up chicken breast? Well, if you're looking to give it some extra flavor and moisture, how about a glaze? I grab a seat and dig in. The pancakes are fluffy and perfectly sweet. I found a great red pepper paste at the store the other day that's sweet and spicy. I don't think it has a ton of sugar, and I've made some great glazes with it. Hunter pulls out his phone and starts typing. He shows us the search results. This one? We both lean forward. The image of the container is some language I can't read, but Artemis nods. Yes, but that looks pretty expensive online. I can show you where I get it next time I go shop. Artemis cuts him off by a ding. Artemis is cut off by a ding. The sound of Hunter's phone authorizing a purchase. Oh, oops! I figured I'd just order it just now. Alright. Not to tell you what to do, but websites usually jack up the price if you only order 1 or 2 things. In the future, you should probably... Another ding from Hunter's phone. Oh, it's not that bad. I ordered a fresh package of chicken, too. Another single order item. Hunter shrugs it off. I just wanted to put the orders in before I forgot. I don't expect them to arrive anytime soon. He gestures to the windows. I can see the gears turning in Artemis's head as he tries to understand Hunter's nonchalance. His expression remains relatively neutral, though. Eventually, he shakes his head and turns to me. Either way, I'm glad to see some of you enjoying my food. He gives me a snarky nod as I nibble at my scone. Light, buttery, and soft. I give him a thumbs up and continue eating. Hey, I had fruit! You had like 5 strawberries and a protein shake. I had to make up for yesterday. I had too much bread pudding. Honestly, the two of them were getting along better than I thought they would, given my conversation with Artemis yesterday. At that moment, Theo strides into the kitchen, all geared up to head into outside. Oh, great! All the early birds are here! He makes eye contact with Artemis, then cringes slightly. Oh, no offense! None taken. I'm heading out to shovel the snow at the front, then I think I'll check a few more folks down the street. Hunter's eyes light up immediately. Artemis and I both notice his excitement and exchange smirks. What else, shoveling? I need something to work off breakfast. Artemis is very pointedly silent. His face says it all. You're in luck. I have a second shovel you can use. Sweet. Let me get changed real quick. Hunter hops up from his seat, carefully placing his plate in the sink. Thanks again for breakfast, Artie. Yeah, thanks, Artemis. The J nods, directing his attention to his phone as Hunter jogs out of the kitchen. As always, please make yourselves at home while we're out. We shouldn't be gone for too long. Theo turns to leave the kitchen. Soon after, I hear Hunter come down the stairs to join him. Door opens, shuts, and then the house is quiet again. I finish the last few bites of my food as Artemis gets up from his seat. If he wants to work off breakfast, he has to actually eat it first. He has no calories to work off right now. There it is. Anyway, you can hand me your plate if you're finished. I'll clean it up in a bit. Do you need any help? Nah. I promised Rofi a cooking lesson today, so I'll do all the cleaning after that. It sounds fun. What are you teaching him? I'm not sure. Whatever I can whip up from the stuff in the fridge. A set of paw steps echo in the stairwell. Speak of the devil. Artie, good morning! Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. I got to get ready for work. Alright, thank y'all so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!